welcome to another Salty Chillers Entertainment production. This is our E3 coverage of Kingdom Hearts. We're going to be talking about the storyline and the different weapons used and the theories and glow-ups that we found from the different trailers. I am Valentine here with...
Good Renegade.
And I'm Randomdath.
Yay! And so let's just get started. What do you guys think about the trailers?
Well, I'm already obsessed.
I'm
Take
so
my money
excited.
now. I won it earlier.
Yeah, like I'm like, can't this come out like tomorrow? Because I just really want to play
like Square
it.
Enix, don't play with us. We know
we
it's
did
done. Just give
get a
it
release
here.
date. We did get a release date.
The release date broke my heart, to be exact.
Let's state that release date here.
January 29th, 2019.
2019 broke
My heart. How do y'all feel about a 2019 release date?
Oh.
At least it's a release date. I wanted it earlier, but at least now that there's an exact date.
At least it's a first quarter release date. That was my little... Like, it's January. I can handle that.
Yeah.
I've waited 12
so
years. I can wait 6 more months.
Yeah,
It just hurts my soul.
It hurts. It hurts to hear all these release dates because it's like November and January and to be determined, and it's just like, oh, can you just give me my game now?
Then why did you show it to us?
I know.
However, I feel like
Yeah.
Square Enix knows how to, like, tease their audience. Like, they know what we're here for. They know... I think they really know how to keep us hooked at this point, considering we're hyped for a game that's, like, what is it, 15 years in the making at this point? Like...
Something like that.
Something. Oh my gosh. I even had to, like, I watched this video today to kind of brush up on my Kingdom Hearts history, and it was literally 40 minutes, and this guy was talking so fast. And it was just like, and this happened, and then this happened, and then this happened, and that led for that, and then he was asleep, and he was in a pod, and da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. I was just like, oh my gosh, the detail.
Girl, to be honest, after Dream Drop Distance, I kind of stopped. Like, I was like, look, Dream Drop Distance, you too far.
That was, Dream Drop Distance was, like, it was so fun, but it was so confusing.
Mm-hmm.
I was like,
Yeah.
what are they gonna, like, fight together again? Like, Sora? Ah.
Hey, what, now there's time traveling? Like, what's going on? Like,
Right.
why are we
right.
time traveling?
The
Because
most
why
annoying
not?
thing about that was the level, like, when you went to a different world, you had to, like, zoom and, like, you know, fly through those
Yeah,
tunnels.
that is one thing I will say. Looking at all the trailers we have at Kingdom Hearts 3, they have really refined the flow motion aspect of everything. Their flow motion system of, like, how you get around.
Yeah.
It seems like they've really done, because honestly, I hated that in Dream Drop so much. It made
It's
navigation very finicky, in my opinion. I just could never really get the hang of it. But it really looks like they took their time with it and made it better. I did notice in their Olympus trailer they released not too long ago when they were showing off, like, the Olympus Rock Titan fight.
Yeah.
Running up the walls, you can either go vertical or horizontal. There is no other
Yes.
directional orientation.
Yeah, I
And
saw
that make it annoying, but beyond that, the rest of it looks really nice.
hmm I'm pretty impressed with the graphics, especially on the Pirates of the Caribbean.
Yes,
Art.
because
saw
Ooh,
that.
gosh, the boat fight. I saw that and I was like, yes.
I know.
because
so-
like before it kind of looked like a hyper realistic Johnny Depp
Yeah.
standing
Yeah.
next to like an anime character. Like,
yeah.
it drove me crazy. And I'm like, why is he talking to a Vocaloid?
Right. I am impressed by the graphics that they have this time, and I'm just excited for the gameplay. Like the gameplay looks super amazing.
Yeah,
It
I've
also
actually
looks
seen some.
it looks super varied. Like we have like with all like the summons and like the new Keyblade transformations and the links.
Hmm.
Yeah,
It looks like there's a lot of options for combat.
which is
It
great.
does look like that. Yeah.
Which I am like, so like I feel like you can really, your choice of Keyblade is going to like really kind of be more prominent now rather than it just affecting
Matter.
base stats, I think. Because now each Keyblade has like specific transformations and branching trees. And
Hmm.
you can even change Keyblades on the fly in the midst of battle now with your Keyblade transformations, which I find very interesting.
Yeah, I saw that. It's like a menu that pops up, right? And you can like
Yeah.
easily like do.
Yeah, and you just use the quick commands to
Mm.
change your Keyblade transformation, and that like changes your whatever Keyblade you're currently using,
Hmm.
which I find really interesting because we've never had like that level of like variability. I don't know what the right word to use there, but like ability to change and adapt to combat. Before it was kind of like, you pick your Keyblade, it goes with it. Like if you were running that magic build, if you were going for that high damage, you going for reach, combo. Like there was a certain Keyblade for that, and once you got that Keyblade, you were kind of done.
Oh
I've
yeah,
heard it's really
definitely.
hard to get ones.
Hmm. Damien, what are you excited about? Like, what does like
Really,
what's?
I'm excited. Like one of the things I said was like the chip. I'm excited for like those little, like you go to a world and there's some special thing about that world. Like in Pirates of the Caribbean, there's the pirate fights, and Toy Box I saw you actually get into like a mech, and it's like
oh,
whoa.
I did see that.
And
That
Yeah.
was
just like those little
adorable.
things you can do in each world to like spice that world up. I really am excited for those.
Speaking of the worlds, one thing I thought was really interesting, and I know they've done it before in other Kingdom Hearts games, but I felt like it was like super well implemented in these trailers, especially with the Frozen trailer. Each world has like its music, and
Hmm.
like they showed off a little bit of the Frozen world music, and
Hmm.
like listening to it, I was like, wow, you can actually hear some of the songs kind of incorporated into the world's music. Like Let It Go in the music for the Frozen world was very prominent in like the little instrumental music that plays.
Hmm.
And I'm like,
Hmm.
that's really nice how well incorporated it is. Like I know it's there,
Oh
but it's
yeah.
not like in your face.
It's not like, you're listening to Let It Go throughout your gameplay and thinking, "Oh, I've heard this song like a million times." Like it's very subtle.
Yeah, and I thought it was extremely well done. That and the voice acting.
Yeah.
Like so
Like I
far,
mean,
all the voices I've heard, glorious.
yeah. Yeah. I mean, like I will tell you, like I am the first one to like crank on Frozen in my car and sing Let It Go to the top of my lungs. But like, it can kind of get repetitive in a game, especially if they use like well-known songs, I feel like.
Yeah,
Um, well, question. Do you guys think that a person who has not, and this is kind of with me and Kingdom Hearts and Dream Drop Distance, do you feel like people who haven't played the games so much or the past games, do you think because of the trailers they could probably just like jump in?
Kingdom
I mean,
Hearts does have a complicated story, but it looks very like new user friendly.
yeah.
Yeah,
And
because
honestly, you could hit the highlights in a YouTube video.
like I did this morning.
Yeah, like you
Just
need
a
like listen
40-minute
here. There's
video.
like what is there 8 games now? Like you need a refresher course, and
Oh
it's
yeah.
like
You do.
as
My
long as you know like what a Riku is, I
Very
think you're
important.
good.
Very.
who
You need to
Sora
know who Xehanort
is.
is.
Oh
But
my
I
god!
mean,
You need to know how many Xehanorts there are. What are so now? Like the entire
There's 4,
organization
right?
is Xehanort, and I don't even know what's going on.
Right? There's like young
They
Xehanort,
all
there's
got
like
Norded.
old Xehanort, there's original Xehanort.
And then there's like a member of the organization that was previously a member of the organization that's now another form of Xehanort. And I'm
Super
like,
Saiyan
what the?
Xehanort.
Yeah, like y'all. In case y'all didn't know, Xehanort's new album is dropping just before. It's called Get Norded.
Get Norded. I mean, I have to admit, like, I dropped in on Dream Drop Distance, and I like Dream Drop Distance so much, and it's kind of odd for me. I know I'm a unicorn, but I went back and I played the other Kingdom Hearts, and I enjoyed it just as much. So I feel like Kingdom Hearts is a very, like, yeah, you could drop in and do it as long as you don't care about, like, intricacies and stories and stuff. I was a little confused.
Yeah, like I mean, you won't know like every little thing, but to be fair, I've played the game my entire life, and honestly, I'm struggling at this point.
I'm almost glad because I haven't been waiting 12 years for this. I've been waiting for like 3.
Also, I really feel that like the use of like Disney and Pixar properties makes it accessible in that it gives you something you're familiar with. Like you're not just jumping into something entirely new. Like everyone knows what Frozen is, and you can kind of like, okay, I have some foothold here to grab onto. So like, I don't feel like you're starting off with nothing when you jump into a Kingdom Hearts game because you have that small basis of like just Disney and that kind of mess to help you get a grasp on what's happening.
Yeah, I think that it's very relatable and like people are going to be attracted to it because of the Disney characters alone. I like that like they dress up in different like each world they're like in pirate gear or they're half monster for Monsters Inc. or
which I really do like
ice gear.
Because like in previous games, your appearance would only change on very specific worlds. Like it was like the Lion King world, the oh good lord, Nightmare Before Christmas world. Your appearance would, but like not many worlds would change your appearance. But it's like in this one, it seems like most worlds do. Like so far, Olympus hasn't changed our appearance yet.
Tangled
and
yeah,
Frozen.
Tangled you're the same, and Frozen you're the same.
But in the Toy Story world, we're Toy Sora. Monsters Inc. world, we're the cutest thing to ever come out of this game. We're Monster Sora, and it's the cutest thing I've ever seen. It's actually the screensaver on my phone. like, it healed my wounds. Like when I looked upon it, like.
Right.
It's like that poster in your room about like that cat's like just hang in there.
Just hang in there. It's just
Except
like,
it's Sora.
Just Sora hanging from a tree.
Sora with a tail.
Oh my god! Someone make that. I will pay good money for that. I've wasted money on less. I have a full Keyblade in my room. I've wasted a lot more money on a lot less. But speaking,
I like that at their booth you could have a Keyblade and like take a picture with it at the E3 booth. I wanted to do that.
But speaking of the worlds, and like, how do y'all feel about the introduction of Pixar worlds?
Oh, I'm pretty excited about it.
Because we have Toy Story and we have Monsters Inc. confirmed, and those are both Pixar properties. You know, Disney Pixar, but you know. And I feel like
Pixar worlds that we've ever had in Kingdom Hearts?
These are the first Pixar worlds ever seen in a Kingdom Hearts game.
Huh.
Because Disney just recently acquired Pixar as a full property. Because before they were two separate companies and they would partner, but now Disney bought out Pixar.
Is this the first time Pixar's in it?
It's the first time it's ever been in a Kingdom Hearts game.
Oh wow.
When he lost his heart in Kingdom Hearts 1, you know, he became a Heartless when he gave his heart back to Kairi.
Right.
And you know, Kairi gave him back his form and his thoughts when she basically gave a piece back to him. Right? Yeah, And however, when he became a Heartless, obviously, since Sora's such a strong-willed person, his nobody Roxas was created. And he can't exactly be so he was never truly whole after he became a Heartless, because Roxas was in existence and they weren't together anymore. And that, I feel, is like another strong point, because that was the whole point of the very beginning of Kingdom Hearts 2, was reuniting Sora and Roxas after Naminé damaged Sora's heart in Chain of Memories.
Right.
And, Naminé was integral in reuniting Roxas, because Naminé is Kairi's nobody from when Kairi lost her heart.
Yeah, if you have not, followed through,
I'm sorry.
So confusing.
I don't really know a way to explain it. Other than
doing great.
Other than Kingdom Hearts logic.
Yeah. It's not your fault there's dream people and half people and nobodies and nothings and the hearts and the heal and the people and the council. There's a lot.
Yeah, but basically, for anyone who's listening who's totally new to Kingdom Hearts, Heartless and Nobodies are two halves of the same person. When that person fractures, they become two separate beings. If they're if they're such a strong person,
right,
then they would create a Nobody and a Heartless. A weak person would just create a Heartless.
That's true.
But a very strong person would create a Nobody and a Heartless, and their Nobody and Heartless might even maintain their form or a slightly altered form.
That's true.
And I feel like my explanation just made it more complicated. I'm sorry. I realized as I was saying, I'm you're not helping anything.
I mean, it's Square Enix. Everything they do is
Have you seen Final Fantasy?
Yeah, Final Fantasy is a perfect...
Look, hold on, let's be honest. This is Disney with Final Fantasy characters. What were you expecting?
Exactly. I watched that video this morning thinking, oh yeah, I remember, some of Kingdom Hearts 1, I'll be fine. And then I watched the whole 40 minutes and I was like, I am not fine. I do not know.
But if you are super new, I would really suggest watching a video like that.
Yeah.
And
so you can kind of get caught up, so when things happen in the game, you'll be like, oh yeah, I remember this.
And really go into it with an open mind and just accept what they say.
Right. I am super excited also about the key designs, by the way.
Oh, I'm glad you brought that up.
Look so amazing.
Because I took my time and I paused the Frozen trailer and I zoomed in and I took the best look I could at that Frozen Keyblade. And ooh, it looks good, y'all. Because basically it looks like the Keyblade consists of the base of the blade looking like Elsa's ice castle, with several ornate snowflakes around, and then the hook of it, the part you whack enemies with, is a little Olaf.
Yeah, that's true.
Apparently I didn't notice that.
And that murdered me when I saw that. I paused it and I zoomed in, I'm like, wait a minute. That's Olaf. We're killing Heartless with Olaf. I'm done.
I'm excited about the Pirates Keyblade. That one looks amazing with
God, yes.
Oh my gosh. And the combos look more intense than they did before.
Very.
Yeah. There's one that almost reminded me of Destiny, the star thing on the ground.
Oh yeah, that's from the flag.
Yeah.
It's the flag that does that. It's one of its little... I think the flag might be a speed-type Keyblade transformation. I'm not sure. It hasn't been confirmed, but I'm pretty sure it's a speed-type, along with the Frozen Keyblade, which I can almost guarantee it being a pair of ice skates is a speed-type.
Oh, yeah.
Because if I remember correctly, there's now 3 types of...
Three types of keyblades.
And there's, I believe now, I lost my train of thought there for a second. I apologize.
I know, I was like, are you
It's fine.
okay?
I don't know what happened in my mind, but it's just like complete. And...
Just died for a second.
You just died for a second. I was
But
did he
now
get,
there's like 3 types of keyblades going around. There's speed type, there's attack type, and I want to say defense type if I remember correctly.
Maybe wasn't. I thought one was like attack and another one's like magic attack. Thought something like that. I could be completely wrong. It's been a while since I played a Kingdom Hearts game.
Then Rapunzel's Keyblade is probably a magic attack type.
Probably.
Because I know the tower staff leaves like mirages behind and you fire little blasts at people and it seems like very involved. By the way, the Tangled world is probably the world I am most excited for.
Why?
How come?
Tangled is one of my all-time favorite Disney movies.
That was the first Disney movie that actually made me cry.
Okay, I cry at a lot of Disney movies, so I can't say that. I'm a weak person. But it definitely, like, okay, the scene where they're on the boat with the lanterns, that got me. In case any of y'all want to take me out on a date, that's how you do it. But that's how you win me over. Reference Disney and make me feel awesome. Like,
Disney.
but I'm really excited for it, and I'm also excited because like how big the world is, the interactions with Rapunzel and Flynn, and like how she uses her hair in combat. And honestly, I want her to use that frying pan.
Right?
Oh, please.
Like, if there's not a Keyblade transformation to a giant frying pan, I will be very sad in the Rapunzel world.
Oh my gosh.
I know that's asking a bit, like that's kind of like a ridiculous order from Square Enix, but I mean, it's 12 years you owe me. Like,
right? I just imagine you with like this long letter, like, "Dear Square Enix, you owe me."
like that's the first line. It's like a long list of stuff I want.
And then finally, let's talk about Carrie's glow up.
Oh yeah, Kyrie has glowed up.
Yes.
She is no longer a girl.
She's a woman. And those boots, man. I love those boots. Like, I want to take them home with me.
Her new outfit, I'm really digging the pink and black look, and it's very reminiscent of her old look, but it's more grown up.
Yeah.
Oh,
you know, it's more of like a one-piece style. And in classic Kingdom Hearts fashion, way too many zippers and actually feasible.
And buttons.
I remember that.
That's what like they love them zippers and buttons in Kingdom Hearts.
Yeah.
I guarantee you, there's actually no pockets in that entire outfit. It's just empty zippers.
Oh, it makes me think of the Jinko brand all the time. All the time, with all the zippers and the pockets and the bagginess, but like hanging off the hips like it does. Oh my gosh. Okay. Is there anything else we want to mention or talk about?
I do have one more thing to add for all of you coming new into Kingdom Hearts. Just so y'all know, Axel, aka Leo, or Lee, or Leah, I don't care how you say it because people say different things.
Mm-hmm.
He's the greatest thing to grace this game, and love him. Thank you.
Now.
Goodbye.
Thank you and good night. Okay, well, if that's all that we're talking about, this has been a Salty Chillers Entertainment production. My name is Valentine.
Red Renegade.
And I'm Randomdath.
And thank you for tuning in. As always, please like, subscribe, share the love, and stay salty, guys. Thanks.
God for the ones that we shelter.